We're less than 3 weeks away from the NBA trade deadline, and Jae Crowder is still a Phoenix Sun. Let us know in the comments where Jae Crowder should be traded to. Make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And shout out to our guy right here for a really dope comment on one of our recent videos. But man, I'll toss it up to you, man.
Let's go.
This saga's been going on long enough. Jae Crowder is unhappy. Where should he be traded to?
First of all, I think Phoenix needs to kind of wake up and lower that asking price, because I don't know if they'll move him if that happens. Yeah. We've seen some recent reporting saying that Phoenix has a very high asking price. Bring it down. Let's be reasonable here, Phoenix. We know you're mad.
Let's realize who Jae Crowder is.
Come on. No disrespect. We know you're mad. You're not good. You missed your chance. The Bucks beat you. Move on. But speaking of the Bucks, that's where I think that Jae Crowder could go. If you look at what the Bucks have really been doing over the last few years, they've been adding a lot of guard-oriented defensive pieces that can guard multiple positions as well. You see Wesley Matthews all the time. He'll guard pretty high up. He might put him on a LeBron James or a Kevin Durant, but he's also going to guard some smaller guys. Obviously, Drew Holiday is the core of that guard defense, and then you have Giannis and Brook in the post, but you need guys intermittently that can guard up and guard down. And when they won, they had PJ Tucker, and he was kind of that, and famously in his championship speech after the parade, after he had a little bit of champagne in him, he was talking about how when he came to Milwaukee, they needed a dog. He got that dog in him, and he made the rest of the team dogs. And so I think that Jae Crowder can do that. He has that kind of chip on his shoulder. He has that mentality as a defender to body guys up, to play physical. And I think Milwaukee misses that every once in a while, because even though they play hard-nosed defense, it's a little bit more finesse still. Yeah. I think you need that kind of bully mentality. Jae Crowder could bring that, and then his ability to shoot obviously makes it a bonus as well. So I think Bucks should go after him if the price is right.
Are you trying to say that the Bucks currently don't have a dog on the roster, or do they need to add an additional?
I'm saying they don't have like an active PJ Tucker, who's clearly that. There are plenty of guys on that team that play with that physicality and that mentality, but it's just a little different when that's kind of like what you've been known for in the league.
No,
like Giannis brings like a tough mentality, but it's not like a PJ Tucker who will literally or a Pat Bev, It's a guy that you wouldn't be surprised if he, actually swung at someone on the court.
And that's why it's funny you say that, because I think Bobby Portis is just that guy. Like, he's kind of stepped into that role. Obviously, he does everything. He can still score the ball, rebound at a higher rate, but he got that dog, man. He's not going to back down from nobody. He bringing that toughness to Milwaukee.
You're not wrong.
Shout out Bobby Portis. But
love Bobby.
I don't mind the Jae Crowder idea to the Milwaukee Bucks. I think he'd be a better fit on another Eastern Conference contender. I think that's the Philadelphia 76ers. We know Daryl Morey, who's running things out there in Philly, that he's due at least once a season for a mid-season type trade. I think this is kind of the deal that Daryl Morey makes, just around the edges, to give his team just a little bit of a better chance of accomplishing their ultimate goal, which is clearly winning the East, appearing in the NBA Finals, and seeing where things go from there. This team obviously has enough star power. They have enough depth. They have enough shooting. I think Jae Crowder can really just add around the edges. In addition to your guy, PJ Tucker, with those two guys, Doc Rivers, you can kind of always have a dog 3-and-D defensive, kind of guy on the court at all times. If you alternate, stagger the minutes, of a Jae Crowder and a PJ Tucker. I think having one of those guys on the court with the James Harden at all times would bode well for the Philadelphia 76ers. And in the Eastern Conference, you need guys who can defend the Giannis, who can defend a Jason Tatum and a Jaylen Brown on the perimeter, and guys of that caliber. So again, just because you have a PJ Tucker doesn't mean you can't add another guy like Jae Crowder. Again, I think they already have the shooting. I think just adding another kind of ancillary piece can really take the Sixers team over the top.
If they have that depth, if they have that, I don't know if Jae Crowder, is going to even want to, be a part of that sort of a situation.
Part of the depth, though, is you got to trade for Jae Crowder. Yeah. And they have actual pieces that you can put together a Matisse Thybulle and Furkan Korkmaz type package to give to the Phoenix Suns, because as you mentioned at the top, the Phoenix Suns aren't just going to give Jae Crowder away from the Bucks.
They're not.
And I don't even know at this point if the Bucks have a package that they'd be willing to part ways with and that the Phoenix Suns would be willing to accept. I don't know if that's the case for the Sixers right now.
I mean, I just haven't heard anything with the Sixers. I think the biggest thing with them is, you mentioned like Thybulle, there's a lot of younger guys on that team. I think they would want to keep their younger nucleus together to continue to build around James Harden.
That depends if you think Thibault is part of that young nucleus, but
no, yeah,
he arguably is. He arguably
to throw in, if you're throwing in names like that, it's similar. Like the Bucks would probably throw in Grayson Allen, maybe a Pat Connaughton. You could see George Hill or Jordan Nwora as part of it. Even Wes might even be thrown in there.
Yeah,
those are absolutely pieces. But you talk about Philly, that depth is there, but is Crowder going to just get lost in it and then want to be a fringe guy?
It's possible. That can happen in Milwaukee, though. That could easily happen in Milwaukee, I feel like, as well. That he can get kind of lost in the shuffle in the rotation. But that's going to do it for us, man. Let us know where Jae Crowder should end up. Should he end up in Philly with Team Scott, or should he end up in Milwaukee with the Bucks in Team Matt? Let us know in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next episode. A simple question. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out our other videos, and don't forget to smack that subscribe button down below while you're at it. Also, for more great and original content, head right over to bvmsports.com.